Jamaica will be at its best when its most talented graduates see a career in public service as among their highest possible ambitions.
And so the Jamaica House Fellowship Program was born. The aim, to expose young Jamaicans to public administration with the hope that they'll make public service their preferred career path. And from all indications, the strategy has been working.
So I am Lavois Cruickshank. I'm a senior credit analyst here at the National Export-Import Bank of Jamaica, the Exit Bank.
I am Karelle Samuda, and I am a special advisor at the Ministry of Finance and the Public Service.
Aubrey Stewart, Data and Research Specialist for the Ministry of National Security.
In 2016, Prime Minister Andrew Holness set out to transform the public sector. One of the avenues was the establishment of a program, the Jamaica House Fellowship, that targets bright young persons and shapes them into becoming efficient and effective leaders. This would be achieved through their participation in governance and policy decision-making processes. These young persons would work on, support, and implement high-priority initiatives and objectives.
The successful candidates enjoy the unique experience of interacting with members of the cabinet and senior officials in the Office of the Prime Minister and other ministries, departments, and agencies.
Each Jamaica House Fellow would receive a 2-year full-time paid internship and get support from technocrats and policymakers within the public sector.
What we are interested in is creating entrepreneurs. We want you to come into the organization, understand the rules, respect the history and tradition, but at the same time, figure out how we can look towards improving those rules, re-engineering those processes to become more efficient.
In 2017, 8 talented young Jamaicans were selected to be a part of the program. They met regularly to create reports, which were later reviewed and submitted. Some of these reports are now being actioned within their respective ministries.
The first one is the Marcus Garvey Public Sector Graduate Scholarship Program that I started while I was a fellow and then continued when I transitioned from the fellowship to my current role. I was there from the conceptual stage until the launch, so I was really excited about that. You will have heard the Minister of Finance speak of the Fiscal Council, the eventual establishment of the Fiscal Council, and I was heavily involved in the development of that, so I'm really excited. And then on another front, I've been working with colleagues here at the Ministry of Finance on our disaster risk financing policy and also our role on the international stage through the Coalition of Finance Ministers for Climate Action.
I was one of the fellows who was appointed to the National Identification System project. I was appointed initially to the Economic Growth Council, and I've worked on key government policies, whether it's from the NHT, whether it's from the whole program as well, and whether it's even assisting with speech development. So it was pretty flexible, and it brought me here to the ministry, which I've worked on quite a number of social intervention strategies and policies. So yeah, it's been exciting.
Working with the EDI project, Youth Empowerment in the Digital Animation Industries, a World Bank funded project which allowed creatives the opportunity to explore themselves and to get the funding to explore themselves. I worked in finance in that program, moving it from the state where it was to the amazing project that it is now. But my work here, I was assigned to the Exit Bank in July 2018 in strategic planning and research, which allowed me to support the management and the managing director here at Exit in the formulation of strategy to allow small businesses access to finance. That has been my favorite project so far.
The program followed up with its second cohort in 2020. This time around, 7 persons were selected.
The resumes, the CVs that I've seen are quite impressive. And I'm hopeful that some of you will decide from early to make the career path that of the public service.
It was a very tedious process from application to being successfully selected. So if it is that you want to apply to become a Jamaica House Fellow, be prepared to go through that rigorous process of selection and to just give your best.
Application forms are downloaded from and filled out on the program's website. Once submitted, applications undergo a 3-tier selection process. Under Level 1, the candidate's qualification is reviewed.
So you required an undergraduate degree, minimum of 1 year experience. You had to show that you carried out community work, community service, and you had to upload 2 essays as well, right? We also required the names of 3 referees.
At Level 2, a deeper analysis of the candidate's qualification is conducted. This includes a look at work experience and the level of responsibility of each applicant. There is also the processing of leadership, problem-solving and analytical skills, major accomplishments, and impact made on the community. From that process, the most qualified candidates are shortlisted. And at Level 3, applicants go through an interview process and are required to respond to a case study.
You will get first-hand exposure to policy development. You will get first-hand exposure to policy implementation and project implementation. You will get to understand, the demands that are placed on government. And I hope that will now stimulate thoughts in your minds as to how this can be improved.
Among other things, deliver the following: prepare policy briefs, technical reports, assist with drafting submissions, concept papers, frameworks and systems for comprehensive and integrated implementation of national plans and priorities, carry out general research, qualitative and quantitative. You are also required to participate in any training sessions, seminars, very importantly, think tank sessions.
I'm excited to get my foot into a lot of different projects that I can give my unique perspective as an economist.
I am currently pursuing a master's in public policy and management. So this is all about the application of the theories that I learned.
This would give me the chance to develop my leadership skills and actually apply what I have been learning in the International Youth Fellowship to national development.
I hope to actually, through this program, at least start conversations around creating a more meaningful and a more engaging environment and an enabling environment for the citizens of Jamaica at large.
I hope to give my knowledge base and expertise, my passion, my thirst for service, as well as, as my thirst for knowledge and my team working sensibilities.
We often think leadership is leading from the front, but it is servant leadership that I like to ascribe to, and that is leading through service. And so I want to be able to lead my country, contribute to nation building, but through a service, from a service platform.
It truly is a program that offers prestige. It's an honor and a privilege for me to have been selected from 87 applicants.
Come in, learn as much as you can learn, and the most important thing is for you to display the correct attitude. No matter what you have come with, there's always something more for you to learn.
We all created businesses together, so it has benefited not only me, but the entire group. So trust me, the fellowship has been a total success.
They say that experience is the teacher of all wisdom, and I believe the exposure and the experience you get from the fellowship will impact your life beyond what you would imagine.
When you're given opportunities that may not seem like an immediate fit, sort of still tackle that challenge because they learn so much during that process.